What's up, world? It's your boy Terrell Miller, your astrology teacher, and today I'm going to give y'all a quick little analysis on what we can expect dealing with this new moon going into the sign Aquarius. As a lot of y'all know, new moon is a time of prosperity. It's a time when the ancestors is gifting us with something that's beneficial to our life. And Aquarius is the highest of the desire houses. That means it rules our hopes, dreams, and wishes. So wherever Aquarius is at in your chart, those are your hopes, dreams, and wishes in life also. And when we have a new moon in Aquarius, this new moon is coming to fulfill at least one of our hopes, dreams, and wishes according to your zodiac sign. So I'm going to make a video. Please take this as your moon, rising, and sun sign also. So you could take all three, put it together. That's your monthly horoscope. But Aquarius also represents scientific knowledge. It represents awakenings, Kundalini energy. It represents outer space, extraterrestrials. Represents higher knowledge. Also, it's aspect in the fifth house of Leo. Represents children, creativity, dynamic. So children that have genius-like qualities. Be a birth of children that we be born. Any children that's born this year is going to have that Jupiter in Aquarius, genius-like qualities also. So this definitely is going to be a prosperous time for everybody. I'm going to go through all zodiac signs, let you know how you're going to gain through this new moon. So for all my Aquarius sun sign, if you're Aquarius, happy birthday to all my Aquarius. This new moon is definitely going to happen on your sign. So it's going to start a new cycle dealing with yourself. Since you have 6 planets on you, it is going to bring a lot of responsibilities to you. That means children, work, job, romance, other people's kids, family members, things like that. So for all Aquarius, this new moon is going to help you kind of manage it all. That means take care of your kids. Make sure your romantic spouse is taken care of. Help you gain new property, get a new house, get real estate in your life also. And help you gain in your career life. So if you're Aquarius and you just been stressed the fuck out because a lot of energy is on you, Mercury is also in retrograde, creating anxieties for a lot of people, especially people who's from Mercury, like Geminis, Virgos, things like that. So, but for Aquarius, this new moon is gonna start a new cycle for you dealing with yourself, and it's aspecting your 7th house of the masses of people. So for Aquarius women, if you're single, this is the time that you could find a soulmate. This is the time that you could find somebody who marriage material. Also on this new moon, it's looking at your 7th house of the masses of people. So you can attract the soulmate coming up on this new moon. Or you can go towards the masses of people, which is being in the spotlight, diving in your creativity, or being more sociable on social media also. So this definitely going to be a very powerful new moon for all Aquarius people. If you're a Pisces, this new moon is going to happen in your 12th house. So your hopes, dreams, and wishes is to be a creative, imaginary person. Somebody who can just flourish with their creativity. And when we have this new moon, if you're a Pisces who's dealing with music, photography, fashion design, spirituality, or just dealing with dreams, you're going to see an increase in all those things. That means your creative side is going to increase. Your dream world is going to increase. Your spiritual knowledge is going to increase. Also, this new moon can help you get connections with people in foreign places. You can get a manager in foreign places. You can work for a multi-foreign company also. Anytime you travel, you become blessed. And this new moon is looking at your 6th house of health, enemies. So it's going to protect you from your enemies also. It's going to keep your job and your work life intact. So all year you're going to be able to, go out there and defeat the competition with coming up on this new moon. But you'll definitely see that your dream world increase, your spiritual sense increase, your imagination increase also. And it's going to give you a little time to be isolated. The more you're isolated, your knowledge will increase. Your knowledge will grow also. And you're going to gain resources through foreign customers, through having foreign colleagues, through having a foreign manager who's from foreign places, and through him, he helps you gain a lot of wealth also. So for Pisces also is going to create a year of fertility for women. So if you're a woman, definitely going to be fertile this year also. It's definitely going to create a time of good bedroom sex. So for Pisces, the sexuality is definitely going to increase this year. Your sex life is definitely going to increase this year. For all my Aries, Jupiter is going to be in your 11th house. The new moon is going to happen in your 11th house of your highest dreams, hopes, dreams, and wishes. So definitely for Aries, their hopes, dreams, and wishes could definitely come true. It's gonna help you amend your relationship with the person you have kids with, like your baby mama, your baby father. Those two things go back towards a harmonious time. And for Aries, this is gonna be a time where y'all gonna simply have fun. You might have to deal with children, but you're definitely gonna have a lot of fun. And for Aries, Saturn rules your 10th house of career, of work life. So you're gonna definitely gain recognition at your job. Your manager can definitely turn into your friend on a job. Also, you could be working around friends too. But this new moon is definitely gonna get you out amongst people. So your whole dreams and wishes is to gather a lot of people and show your creative dynamic side. Like people who go to the club, people who are rappers, people who are entertainers also. But through your friends, your hopes, dreams, and wishes is gonna come true. Through your elder sibling, your hopes, dreams, and wishes is gonna come true. And if you're Aries, sun sign, moon sign, or rising, this is definitely a good time for you to be around immediate family, cousins, relatives, siblings, people, your near and dear ones, people who are close to you around this time also. So your elder sibling could go through a prosperous time. Through one of your friends, you can gain tremendously around this time. Through your manager, through your colleagues, you can gain tremendously around this time also. So, and for single Aries, their whole dreams and wishes is to get married. So if you're a single Aries this year, this is time to find a spouse. When it's in the 11th house, that person could come through social media, or that person could come through your network circle of friends. Also for Aries, it is aspect in the 5th house of speculative gains, creativity. So those things are going to increase. Your fun side is going to increase. You're going to reminisce more about your childhood this year also. So this definitely going to be a prosperous time for them. If you're a Taurus, your whole dreams and wishes is to gain status in your career. If you're a Taurus, this also is going to create a Raj Yoga. A Raj Yoga is a keenly status in your work life. So let's say if you at McDonald's, you get a manager position. That's a Raj Yoga. It bumped you up a little bit. So for all Tauruses, this you're gonna gain through the government through this new moon. You're gonna gain success through your career life also. Friends will help you gain in your career life too. So if you're a Taurus, you're doing some type of business, social work, or you're trying to gather people together to help you gain, then those things are definitely gonna come true. And it's looking at the 4th house, dealing with the mother. So your mother could go through a beneficial time dealing with this new moon. You can gain property around this time. People of your homeland, which is people you grew up with, would definitely be supporting you. People in your local neighborhood would definitely be supporting you. So this is a good time to get around the popular people that's from your city. You feel me? Entertainers, athletes, things like that. Naturally, you're going to have a good relationship with these people and it's going to flourish. But for all Taurus people, your whole dreams and wishes is to gain high in your career life. So that's definitely what's going to happen coming up on this new moon. For all my Geminis, your whole dreams and wishes is to have worldly knowledge and also to see the world. So if you're a Gemini, this is definitely a good year for you to travel. Anytime you travel this year, you're going to land yourself in a prosperous place around prosperous people. And your money is going to be flowing all year for Gemini. So this year is going to give Geminis a Raj Yoga, but a Raj Yoga dealing with income. So this is a good time for Geminis to go into business for themselves, like opening up a tax firm, getting more into media also. Two things can happen dealing with your work life. You can get a boss man who hinder you, or you can get a manager who help you rise in your work life also. And if you're a Gemini, your dharma is to deal with your father this year. So the father could gain big this year. The father could have ill health this year. So part of your dharma is to deal with your father. Also, you can definitely gain through transportation. That means this year you can get the get that expensive car you want. You know, if you want a Benz, you want, a Maserati, whatever you want, the universe is gonna make sure those things are available to you. So you're gonna definitely gain through vehicles, transportation. People in your local community is gonna support you. You're gonna see your cousins go through a prosperous time also. Uh, for all my cancers, if you're a cancer, your whole dreams and wishes is to be in a deep, committed relationship. Really, is to find a soulmate. So for all my cancers, if you're single, then a soulmate relationship is finna start. For cancers who's in a relationship and your relationship's been kind of rocky, then those things are gonna come back into a harmonious time. And the 8th house represents other people's resources. Cancers, hopes, dreams, and wishes is to gain through other people's resources, which is lottery, gambling, inheritance, things like that. So if you're a Cancer, finances is definitely going to come to you through other people's resources, whether it's income tax, stimulus check, or your spouse giving you money around this time. And this year is going to lose any money that was holed up in the family. So if you're a Cancer or a Capricorn, then if it was money hold up in the family, property hold up in the family, those things are gonna come to the light also. So you can gain through the government from sudden lottery, sudden inheritance. You can gain through your father around this time also. And it's gonna force Cancers to speak more. So around this time, this is definitely a good time for you to communicate with the masses of people, be more vibrant. But mainly this new moon is gonna start a soulmate relationship. Your whole dreams and wishes is to find a soulmate. This is the time it can definitely happen. Or if you a Leo, y'all have Aquarius and y'all seventh house dealing with the masses of people. So for Leo, their whole dreams and wishes is to be this creative, dynamic person dealing with the masses of people. Their whole dreams and wishes is to be a successful business person. So for all Leos who's going into business for yourself, you're going to see prosperity coming to your business also. Dealing with this new moon is in the seventh house, dealing with the masses of people. So this is a good time to put yourself in the spotlight. It's a good time to promote yourself also. And this new moon is happening in your seventh house of marriage. So all Leos, their whole dreams and wishes is to get married, which a lot of Leos tend to do get married. But their whole dreams and wishes is to find a soulmate. And this year with Jupiter in the seventh house, it's gonna activate relationships for y'all also. Also for Leos, y'all can definitely get a business partner around that time. This is definitely a good time to work with y'all friends. Bring friends in on your business venture or bring other people in on your business venture. You feel me? So the masses of people is gonna support what you do in your daily routine. And if you need help, you're gonna have people there that's willing to help you or that people who's gonna support your business. Also, you might have to focus on your spouse's health this year. So they could be either in debt or having slow health problems, things like that, or they can have problems on their job. So these are the things you need to watch out for. But your whole dreams and wishes is to be a better you, be a better dynamic person. Same thing like Aquarius. Their whole dreams and wishes is to be a better them, which is being dynamic, being successful, being a hard worker also. Same things with Leo. So this year is gonna trigger marriage for you. It's gonna trigger business for you also. And it's gonna help you gain through your own knowledge. That means when you're going through relationship problems, you're not just gonna look at the spouse as the problem. You're gonna try to figure out what you're doing wrong to solve your relationship problem. So this is a good time for Leos to get married. This is a good time to start up a business. For all my Virgos, your whole dreams and wishes is to gain through your work life. If you're an earth sign, Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgos, y'all whole dreams and wishes is to gain success through your work life. That means you want to gain a lot of money through your work also. So if you're a Virgo, your daily routine is going to be either dealing with finances, dealing with the masses of people also. You're going to definitely see an increase in your job. So whatever you work at, you're going to see that finances kind of increase around this time. Also check your moon rising and sun sign. You feel me? These things are gonna play out. Most likely, like Geminis, most of them are Virgo ascendants. So their work life could start increasing around this time. Their daily routine could be dealing with finances around this time also. Also for Virgos, your daily routine is to be dealing with the spouse. So if you've been having relationship problems or problems with the person you have kids with, which is baby mama or baby father, then those things kind of go through a harmonious time. This is definitely a good new moon to get the best job because Jupiter brings wealth. That means they want you to work at somewhere where you're getting the nice pay. You feel me? So for all Virgos, you could definitely gain through your work life. Your daily routine is going to be either dealing with money. This is a good year for you to invest in money, which is Bitcoin, stock marketing, things like that. This is a good time for you to go towards helping the masses of people. Anytime you take a business dealing with social work, like an insurance company, doing taxes for the masses of people, being a drug dealer for the masses of people, being a dynamic speaker for the masses of people, that is how you're going to gain this year. And it's going to protect you from your enemies this year. So if you're a Virgo and you have enemies or people who bring obstacles to you, somehow through your enemies, you're going to gain more money, you're going to gain success through them. So this is definitely is good. And it's going to help you increase your sexual life and your spiritual life. So if you're a Virgo, your sexual life will definitely increase. Your dream life, your spiritual life will definitely increase also. And you'll get a chance to go to foreign places through your communication. For all my Libras, this new moon is going to happen in your fifth house, dealing with your children, the person you have children with, and dealing with speculative business and creativity. So for the person you have children with, those things will go through a better, more harmonious time. Prosperity will come through your children dealing with this new moon. They can graduate from school. They could, have a birthday coming up, things like that. If you're a Libra, you're also going to get a Raj Yoga dealing with property and real estate. So it's going to make sure it put you on a kingly status dealing with property and real estate. You can land a nice house. You can add on to your house also. Also, your family will go through a creative time. So you'll see family members getting more creative. Same thing like Geminis. You'll see that your family members is more creative around this time. Family want to be seen. Family is out there in the public too. But the same thing goes for Libras. You're also going to get a Raj Yoga dealing with children. So this is a good time for you to deal with your children. If you don't have your children, this is a good time to deal with the person that you have children with. And Jupiter is higher intelligence, so it help you amend the relationship with the person you have children with. For all Libras, your creativity is going to be through the roof, because the fifth house represents creativity. So if you're a Libra, you in the music business, you into fashion designs or cooking, those things is going to help you elevate. That means people in the homeland is going to support your creativity. So people in your local neighborhood is definitely going to support your creativity. And for Libra, romance is going to start this year. So if you're a Libra, your whole dreams and wishes is to be a creative person, to gain through the stock market also. And your whole dreams and wishes is to have a good romantic relationship. That means Libra still wants to have the fun in that relationship. They don't want a relationship that's too serious. They still want to be able to date, to go on dates, to still laugh with their spouse, to go shopping with their spouse. So those things is definitely going to come true for Libras, and it's going to give you a time to amend the relationship with your elder sibling and a old friend. So an old friend could resurface, or the relationship with your elder sibling could come back together around this time. For all my Scorpios, your whole dreams and wishes is to gain conveniences this lifetime, which is property, real estate, vehicles, transportation. Also, your whole dreams and wishes is for your family members to be successful, and for people of the homeland. A lot of people think Scorpios are selfish. No, Scorpios, a lot of their whole dreams and wishes is for people that they were raised up with to be safe. So those things definitely happen around that time. You'll definitely see your mother go through a prosperous time. You'll definitely make a lot of money this year, especially through your creativity or through investing. So for all Scorpios who invest in themselves, or all Scorpios who's in the creative field like music industry, stock market, things like that, you're going to definitely gain a lot of money, because Jupiter represents wealth and is in the fourth house. When Jupiter goes into the fourth house, it gives you the conveniences. That means it gives you a place to stay. It gives you cars, property, real estate. For women, Jupiter represents their husband. The fourth house represents home. So it can show that a husband is going to come into your home. For single women who Scorpios, they're going to meet a creative spouse. Somebody who's either knowledgeable in the creative field, or somebody who's just got a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So this year, this definitely going to activate relationships for a lot of Scorpios also. And it's going to keep your work life and your career life together too. So this is definitely big for a lot of Scorpios this year. And you're going to get a lot of conveniences. One of your siblings could go through a prosperous time dealing with this. Your mother is going to go through a prosperous time this year also. And this rules your Raj Yoga planet. So people of the homeland, creative people of the homeland is coming to you to support you, especially financially. So you can get money through the person you have children with. You can get money through your investments. You can get money through the stock market. You can get money through gambling this year also, because it's in the highest of the desire houses. It want to help your whole dreams and wishes come true. And for a lot of Scorpios, it's simply conveniences. It's simply bedroom sex. It's simply getting married, having a husband. It's simply for their mother also. So for a lot of Scorpios, they could be reminiscing about their mother around this time. Through their mother, their whole dreams and wishes could come true too. Through people of your homeland, through being at home around property and real estate, you're going to gain a lot this year. For all my Sagittarius, your whole dreams and wishes is to be a CEO type person, because you have Saturn and Jupiter in your third house. Anytime you have these planets in your third house, it's going to force you to work for yourself. You feel me? So not saying that you got to quit your job. You can have a job, but it's going to force you to do something on the side. So your whole dreams and wishes is to be this CEO type person who run his own business, who run his own company. Your whole dreams and wishes is to be more creative, more sociable, dynamic. So this year, you're going to be more on social media. You're going to be more about promoting yourself also. Also, it looks at your ninth house of foreign traveling. So it's going to give you an opportunity to go foreign. Your father will go through a prosperous time around that time. It's going to always bless your vehicles through this alignment. But if you're a Sagittarius, your whole dreams and wishes is to make money through your own business. Make money through your own efforts. to make money through communication and speaking. Also, this is going to activate relationships for Sagittarius. So if you're a single Sagittarius, an ex-lover could resurface, or you can meet somebody this month dealing with this new moon in your local community. If you're a Sagittarius who in a relationship right now, it could be a little miscommunication dealing with this relationship. Or dealing with this retrograde, but things are going to come back in place. For our Capricorns, your hopes, dreams, and wishes is to gain a lot of money because Aquarius is in your second house. So this year is going to start a new moon dealing with cycles, that's dealing with money, dealing with vehicles also. It's going to make you make money through your own efforts. Also, it's going to look at your 8th house of soulmates, deep intimacy relationships. So this year, you're going to get a lot of money, Capricorns, but you're also going to have to deal with your spouse and your spouse side of the family. But this is definitely going to be a prosperous time for a lot of Capricorns. A lot of your conveniences are going to come through creativity, through children, also through your friends you could gain. This is also a good time to connect with your your younger sibling this year. So this year, you and your younger sibling can definitely have some type of connection, or y'all could be dealing with money back and forth also. For some Capricorns, y'all have to look out for debt because Jupiter aspect in the 6th house. So this year is going to make sure that y'all get the money to pay off y'all debt. Y'all career life is going to be expanding, and y'all are going to be more philosophical in y'all speech. That means y'all are going to want to teach the people, preach to people also. But your whole dreams and wishes is to make a lot of money, to gain success in your work life and your status, and that's what you're going to get. And a soulmate. So you're going to get that soulmate connection too. And like I said, for Aquarius, this new moon is happening in your sign. So your whole dreams and wishes is for you to be a creative, dynamic person, for you to meet a creative, dynamic spouse. So around this time, if you're a single Aquarius, then you can meet somebody who's very popular, somebody who's very artistic, who's going to come your way also. For single Aquarius women, Jupiter is in your sign. So it's going to activate relationships. For single Aquarius men, Jupiter is in your sign, so women are going to look at you as husband material. So this is definitely a year that's going to activate relationships. When Jupiter is in your 1st house, it give you directional strength on what you need to be doing in life. You feel me? So around this time for a lot of Aquarius, they usually meet somebody popular, somebody who's business oriented also, somebody who could invest in them too. And you'll definitely get a spouse who's successful, a spouse who's definitely probably try to propose to you this year, especially Aquarius who's already in a relationship. So marriage can definitely happen this year also. And since Saturn rules your 12th house too, it could send you to foreign places to do hard work. Sometimes it can expose your sexual life to the masses of people. But for all Aquarius, y'all got a lot of responsibility that's coming on y'all. With this new moon, it's going to help you balance out the responsibilities. So you can gain property. You're going to gain through your work life this year too. So this definitely is going to be a beneficial time. Same thing like Pisces, y'all going to gain through foreign places. Y'all going to gain through using y'all imagination, which is being a musician, being a spiritual person. You're going to be spiritually enlightened. Also, your work life is going to stay intact this year. For some Pisces women, y'all is going to be fertile, mainly for the Pisces ascendant. So if you're a Pisces rising, this is going to be your year of fertility. Or if you're a Pisces moon sign, it can definitely create a year of fertility too. So for all signs, people are going to definitely enjoy their hopes, dreams, and wishes through this new moon. And we should praise, we should thank God because we deserve it. A lot of people have been working hard at these things. Like signs that getting Raj yogas, like Scorpio, they getting a Raj yoga. They've been working hard at their creativity. They've been working hard dealing with their children, dealing with the person that they have children with. So this year is going to help them receive good karma through that. So if you're a Scorpio, you've been taking care of your children by yourself, you're a single parent, this year you're going to get some financial help. This year you're going to get some guidance. This year you could meet a soulmate who come in your life and kind of uplift things in your life also. Or Libras is getting a Raj Yoga. Show that Libra paid good karma dealing with their family members, dealing with people of the homeland, people they went to school with. So this year is going to help you gain through property and real estate. Through your children, you're going to get more conveniences, like filing children on your taxes, you got more money. Through property and real estate, you're going to get more conveniences. It's going to help you amend the relationship with the person you have children with. Tauruses, they pay good karma dealing with their career life. A lot of them been working at the same thing, but they ain't make it. It's been years since they ain't make it. This year, this is going to be the year that they kind of see progress in their life. Sagittarius, this is going to be the month that you see progress in your life. So this is definitely a good month to buy a new vehicle, to focus on your transportation also. This is definitely going to be a month where you see your younger sibling go through a prosperous time. Your hopes, dreams, and wishes could come true through one of your siblings or one of your cousins, especially for somebody who's a Sagittarius ascendant. Like Virgos who are Sagittarius ascendant, you could see one of your younger siblings go through a prosperous time too. So this is definitely a time of enlightenment. This is definitely a good time to manifest things. Also, I am a person who's very good at remedies. So if you want to do some type of remedy to help you manifest, or if you want to do any type of new moon ritual, definitely hit me up. Make sure y'all follow the stars, man. And I love y'all. Be out. Stay up.